I've just completed applying this Craft mastic rubberized caulk and patch to the outside layers of this shed. We had a really big wind yesterday, and it actually took off a couple of these shingles. I don't like these shingles anyway. I would not put these on anything. These are your typical 3-tab crappy asphalt shingles that we've been using for the last 100 years or whatever, and they're just that. Granted, they were only on there for less than a week and not very warm weather, so they hadn't really stuck down completely, but I don't think they ever really will, to be honest. So I put this adhesive under these shingles, and that'll stick them down. Hopefully they won't come off anymore. You hear me complain about these shingles. What's the alternative? This is the alternative here. This is what I call, anyway, an architectural shingle. It has 2 layers for half of the shingle here. You can see the little architectural details here. These are quite symmetrical. The shingles I put on my house and garage are more random, so you get more of a cedar shake, or at least some kind of a shake look to them. But anyway, this to give you an idea. The other side, you can actually see the other side where the 2 layers meet here. So they're besides the fact that they are single tab shingle, they're not cut in 3 pieces. They have a nice line of adhesive along the leading edge there. These are far, far, far better shingle with no qualifications. They will put up with wind better. They're just, all cases they're better shingle. I think these 3 tabs that are on this shed are just an asphalt shingle too. They're not what's called a fiberglass substrate shingle. You can see I ran out of 3 tabs for the ridge cap, so I finished off with some architecturals. So I don't think that'll be a big eyesore from the ground, but that's what it is. So anyway, these are also not my shingles, so I don't know if they're an asphalt substrate or a fiberglass substrate. But the shingles I put on my house are a fiberglass substrate, and I really like them. They're very, very strong. And you add a little bit of this adhesive, that's going to drip on my roof soon, to those shingles, and the whole roof becomes one piece. Even without the adhesive, they stick very well together, and they're very, very rigid and strong. Highly recommend them. I don't know what the cost difference is, because in my opinion, 3-tab shingles don't exist. 3-tab shingles really are only dumpster fill. Single tab architectural are shingles. 3-tabs are not. That's my opinion. If you don't have time, you can't afford to do it right, then what makes you think you'll have time and be able to afford to do it again? So just a little detail here, actually. I trimmed this off. This Ico Cool Gray, I wrapped that right around under the drip edge. So you're saying, oh, your drip edge is over top of that. That's not right. Well, maybe it's not right unless you wrap it around. You don't want to go too far, because you need this fascia plank to be able to dry. So it'll come right around. That Cool Gray covers the entire roof. It wraps around at the eave as well. So this roof should be tight and dry. After all of these 3-tab junky shingles blow off, the Cool Gray will still be there protecting the roof, and this building will never leak. Never say never, I suppose. So there you go. That's the 3 tab in the wind.